Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. I am in Atlanta because Taylor and I have to work here today. Um, we're working on a project for Jezebel magazine. And for those of you who saw the video last night, how cute is he? I just love him so much. I don't even know what to do with myself. I love him so much. Anyway, I want to tell you this story, but listen to the whole story before you decide you want to kill Michael, okay? Michael and I went on date night on Thursday night, and I was looking at the dessert menu, and I said, I think I want that peanut butter thing, because at Gianmarco's they have this amazing peanut butter dessert. Anyway, he made some joke like something like about me being able to put it away, meaning really eat the dessert. Like, get it, like that's your skill. Like you'll put that away, whatever. And I was like, what? What is that supposed to mean? And he was like, what? You love to eat. Like you throw down, like you're that girl, you're the eater, the whatever. And I was like, well, I'm so confused as to why you think these jokes are appropriate. And Michael's a pretty straight shooter, right? Most men in that situation would be like, I'm sorry. I don't know what I said, but I'm sorry. Whatever it was clearly hurt your feelings, so I'm sorry. And Michael looked right at me and went, 'cause you do all the time. And I was like, no, what? I became Rachel Green. What? Yeah, no, what? And he was like, you make jokes about how much you can eat and how you'll eat everybody's food and your food and my food and dessert, whatever, all the time. You make jokes about your body and your weight all the time. And I wanted to deny it so bad. And then I realized that he's right. That is what I do. I do it because I spent years trying to make the joke before somebody else could make the joke. I spent years hoping that if I beat them to the punchline, they would never try to make it to the punchline. And what I have done is created an environment where my husband believes that I am comfortable with him joking about my body or my weight or my eating habits because I do it all the time. And when you exhibit a certain behavior, you are teaching the people around you what it is that you want and what you are comfortable with. For example, my girlfriend makes jokes all the time about turning 40. Her husband made a joke not too long ago about us going to Vegas. No, that's not where we were going. I don't remember what the joke was about. But anyway, he made a joke and said something like, well, you're getting old, so I don't even know that you'll be able to keep up. I mean, you can barely stay awake past 9 o'clock now. Oh, it wasn't about Vegas. It was about New York. Anyway, her feelings were hurt. And at first I was like, oh, what a jerk. Like, why would he even say that? That's so unnecessary. But in hearing Michael's explanation to me, my girlfriend makes jokes all the time about how she falls into bed at 9 o'clock, how she's getting old, how she can't do what she used to do, and she can barely blow the candles out on her birthday cake, and blah, blah, blah. And essentially her husband believed that these jokes were okay to make, that this was all in good fun. We teach people around us what we are okay with. If I am self-deprecating about my weight and my eating habits all the time, there is no reason for my husband to believe that it is not fair game, that these are not indeed funny jokes to me. The truth is, I do it to defend, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. It's become a habit for me. It's a very bad habit to make fun of yourself. If what you say about yourself, you would not be comfortable with someone else saying about you, stop saying it. Because what we speak becomes our reality. And if I keep making jokes about my weight and my eating habits and whatever, which stems from my eating, from having body dysmorphia and going through what I went through. And I know where it all comes from. I've done the therapy. It's in the book. Trust me. Then I can't be mad at anybody else for doing it. So I bring this to your attention because we all have that one insecurity, that one thing that we joke about in hopes that our jokes will deflect anybody else making the joke. Whatever it is that you make fun of yourself for, and for whatever the reason, stop today. Stop today. Because when you speak about yourself the way you would speak about a best friend or your mom or somebody that you love, other people will speak the same way. When you make fun of yourself, when you constantly point out your flaws, hoping that it will deter those around you from making the joke first, what you're essentially doing is giving them license, creative license, to approach that topic any way they want, because you're saying it's open season to make fun of my eating habits, my age, my looks, my marriage status, my kids, whatever. And, one time my mom made a joke about me and my stepfather made the same joke a few months later, and she became very defensive. You can't do that. That's not how it works. If you allow, I understand. It's a double-edged sword, right? Because I can tease my siblings, but if anybody else made fun of them, I would turn into a stark raving, like, mama bear lunatic. But this is different. What you speak about yourself becomes your reality. Your airspace becomes filled with that sentiment, and other people believe it and think it's okay. That's the more important thing, is when you make a joke enough about yourself, it is almost like you are working to convince those around you that that is true. And I don't want people to see my eating habits or my issues with things like that first. I really have to work on that. And I know there are things in your life that you are probably self-deprecating about, that you probably make jokes about or call attention to, almost in hopes of beating everybody else to the punch. Start speaking to yourself with love. Speak about yourself and to yourself the way you would speak about me. And I will do the same for myself, the way I would speak about you. Okay, I love you guys so much today. A lot of you have messaged me and said that you want to use the Southern Education of a Jersey Girl for your book club or start a book club. I cannot tell you how much I love this idea. I'm going to do a post about book clubs later, and ask that everybody who starts a book club and uses the Southern Education of a Jersey Girl for their book club to please submit photos to Taylor and I. We're going to put together a video. So I'll post something about that later. But I love you so much today. Have a great day.